Hi, I'm Suzi Geiger, Yoga with Suzi. Today I'm going to talk to you about some things that have to do with the lunge pose. The lunge is intended for lower body in and around the hips. The pelvis would be the anatomically correct term. And getting into muscles in the front, in the back, and in and around the legs. So those are the muscles we're going to try and stretch, and I'm going to show you a lot of variation within the lunge position. I'm in a lunge right now with my back knee down. I have folded up an extra mat that I have and put it under my back knee. I personally think that's really important to pad under the knee. It's obviously your choice. So there's a few things to talk about. Depending on your level of fitness and flexibility, that back knee might need to come forward more in order for you to be comfortable. What I see a lot of people do is this, where they come forward more and then watch what happens. My knee is no longer over my ankle and it's changing the stretch. From what I understand, the safest place is to have ankle underneath the knee. I don't think it's a problem if it's a little off. In this position, it's a little off. And in this position, it's a little off. Here it is, right underneath. So I want to show you that first. So I use this as my anchor and move from the back. So I might move that back knee back more. That feels like it's too much for me. So I'm bringing the back knee. You notice how I'm using the blocks to help me along the way. If my hands were on the floor, it would make it a little bit more awkward. If you can do it, great, but why make it more strenuous or awkward? So this is one stretch, and I'm looking for sensation here, maybe a little bit here. If you feel it in other places, that's okay. You notice how I just leaned back into it? My muscle was screaming a little bit, telling me lay off. So if I sit back in it, I'm now not stretching that intended area anymore. But as soon as I start to lean back into it, now that place of intended stretch is back in full gear. I can take my arms up. I can twist it by taking the opposite hand to leg. I hold on to my knee so my knee doesn't move. Start to twist myself around. I'm changing position of the block because for me this feels more comfortable. Intended area of stretch, mid to low back, and you can see it as I twist around. Again, I always hold things for a few breaths. I'm trying to relax in my neck and shoulders, and I'm breathing. You can also do this with the back leg up. And that's depending on your level of fitness or how you feel today. This is a harder place to be because now I'm asking my muscles to engage. So I'd like to show you one more thing here. By pulling up the pant leg. What I see people do in the lunge is, you see that back knee is dipping very deeply. So I'm not really using this back leg to its fullest. When I lift it up, now I'm really asking those muscles to help me there. I can bring the back knee down. And I just want to show you one other stretch here. I've heard this called a runner's stretch. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think it matters. But it's a really big stretch for the underside of the front leg. So I'm holding on to my blocks again. I'm scooching the right foot forward. So I see people do this in my classes all the time. They do it this way. And that's okay, but it's a different stretch than the one I'm intending. If you scooch that leg forward, it's just a little bit different, and you can try both of them. So I want you to notice that this foot is in what is a flexed position. This would be unflexed. Now this foot is flexed. It adds a certain level of intensity. That's also up to you. If it's tight, just let the foot be. You want to increase it, flex it. You don't feel enough, maybe fold in over that right leg. Those are all things that you can play with, because my stretch isn't your stretch. So it's about finding the right feeling for you in your body. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to sit back and see. When I sit back in the stretch, rather than taking the foot forward, where I feel it more is in the calf, and that's a great stretch, but I'm intending more for upper leg. So maybe do both. Have a party. Thanks so much for viewing the lunge video today. I hope you enjoyed it. For links to media, my website and social media sites, please look below and you'll find all the links necessary to find me. Thanks.